My dearest, I know you've encountered trials that seemed immovable, walls that would not budge no matter how fiercely you pushed. In the quiet sanctuary of your thoughts, you cried out, softly, silently, wondering if your whispered pleas dissolved into the void, if your heartache passed unnoticed. Hear this with certainty: your cries did not echo into emptiness. I have watched you. I have listened. Every sigh, every flicker of hope you clung to, I held them. I have been orchestrating the perfect timing. Even while everything around you seemed static, unseen forces have been aligning in your favor, realigning timelines, rearranging paths. Though you may only sense the subtlest tremors of these shifts, stay awake, stay present, listen until the very last word, so that you don't confuse a divine opportunity for a passing distraction. When you reach out with sincerity, I am already there. Notice the delicate nudges, the small graces unfolding around you. Participate in this unveiling. Speak your longings boldly. Do not stifle your questions or mute your dreams. I am poised to respond. Every intention you send forth in faith makes its way toward me, and what returns will echo the depth and sincerity of your call. You are shaping what comes next. A subtle stirring within you, a breeze through what once felt stagnant, is no accident. It is a signal, a door creaking open. New possibilities are awakening. Some will offer the tools you need to meet practical demands. Others will elevate your voice. Still others will breathe life into what you believed was lost. Each threshold is handcrafted for you. Remember, delays were never detours. They were refinements. Your waiting birthed resilience. Your stillness deepened your insight. Your patience widened your compassion. These gifts were no accident. They were cultivated so that when you walk into the new, you do so rooted in clarity and strength. This pause, this stretch of silence, was sacred preparation. You have been gathering force. And now, you are ready to advance. The fruits of your perseverance are nearing visibility. You've collected wisdom you'll soon wield. Keep your gaze fixed. Don't let the noise of habit drown the truth rising now. If this invitation reverberates within you, receive it. No misstep, no delay, no past derailment can close what is meant to open. What is beginning now will not falter. It will not be undone by shifting circumstances. Step forward with resolve. What I have allowed to begin, I will sustain. Yes, there will be voices of doubt, of hesitation, but they do not write your destiny. My direction for you transcends external judgment. You have a role that only you can fulfill, and it is your readiness, your willingness, that shapes how fully you step into it. Stand grounded in what you've come to know. I am guiding you toward paths infused with goodness. When you trust the unfolding, you step into firmer ground. Even if disoriented at times, the way ahead continues to appear, one step, then another, beckoning you onward. Each step you've taken breathes life into what's now opening. These openings carry your name. With each new chapter come fresh duties and fresh horizons. Do not fear them. You will be equipped. Exactly when the time demands it. Stay tethered to the source. Keep your heart receptive. Let humility temper your spirit. Keep your ears attuned to the next sacred prompt. Let gratitude color your view. Let kindness guide your hands. Remember who you were when this all began. Remember who held you when your strength waned. It was never random. Support was woven into your journey. When fatigue engulfed you, when discouragement howled, I remained quiet, steady, so you could keep moving, even when hope seemed a distant dream. Now, new portals appear. Old insecurities may try to surface. Let them pass. Do not give audience to the whispers of doubt. Help surrounds you. Real, tangible, divine. No obstacle can overturn it. Let my presence silence fear. Listen again, and step, courageously, into what's next. You are prepared for the road ahead. You are never walking it alone. There are unseen hands clearing the path, barriers gently shifting to the side. When progress feels swift, recognize it as evidence of what's been moving on your behalf. Keep your attention attuned. there's still more guidance to receive. Your forward motion influences more than just your world. Your courage breaks locks for others. Friends, family, even strangers. Every act of trust expands the horizon for those walking behind you. With each brave step, you invite others to believe in their own. Let this transformation continue, line by line. Growth unfolds in rhythm, one sacred step at a time. To step into what's next, you must release beliefs of scarcity, shadows of self-doubt, and fears of being unseen. They've done their part. Now let them rest. Let go of ties that deplete you. Leave behind routines that dull your radiance. Lay down what no longer heals. Memories that reopen old wounds. Set them down. Step past their lingering grip. I am crafting something fresh in your life, and I need your arms unburdened to receive it. Stay receptive to emerging paths. Release habits that once protected but now restrain. Notice how you respond moment to moment. Resistance swells strongest on the cusp of transformation. When pressure mounts, hold firm. That friction is proof. You are nearing a sacred turning point. Each act of perseverance draws you closer. When discouragement roars, remember, its volume often crescendos right before the breakthrough. Do not retreat. Anchor yourself in the truth that this process is working for your wholeness. Revisit the affirmations that once lit your way. Speak them aloud until doubt dissolves. Hold fast to what you know. Speak with bold reverence. The shift you feel is the fruit of steady faith. The momentum is real. Carry it forward. I see your needs. I hold your questions. If this guidance stirs your heart, let it move you from reflection into motion. Respond with trust. Respond with action. This moment is unfurling before you. Honor the ground it stands on. Let gratitude shape each decision. Let confidence lay the path beneath your feet. Let kindness be the imprint you leave behind. Bring intention to every step. Honor the sacred unfolding. I am with you in every hallway, on every landing, beyond every threshold, awaiting your brave next step. Stay attuned to the inner nudges. And when this message concludes, grasp what has been offered. Lean into it. The path ahead is already aglow. Move forward with sure steps, trusting this illumination. The warmth you feel is no illusion. It is the echo of many unseen voices, urging you on. And if these words settle in your spirit, pass them on. You hold a flame someone else may need. A kind word, a shared truth, can pull someone back from the edge. Speak life. Open doors. I see the burdens that chase sleep from your nights. The heavy swirl of uncertainty. Work, finances, strained ties. Your quiet ache for rest. I meet you in those hushed hours, with a stillness that anchors. The world may feel brittle, loud, its demands unyielding, but you, beloved, have resilience. You may carry a quiet dread, a whisper that says you are too late, too weary. I speak from beside you, not above you. You've never been alone, even when my voice was hard to hear. In the chaos, I whisper a vow. You are not abandoned. If these words stir you, pass them to 3 hurting hearts. Extend the hope you found. It will multiply. You remember those mornings when you nearly gave up, yet something nudged you onward. That was me. I am the quiet breath that keeps you reaching for light. My comfort is not a concept. It wraps around you like warmth in a storm. Every tear, every sleepless night, every whispered please, I caught them all. Revisit the gentle evidence of my care. A stranger's kindness, clarity in confusion, a friend who showed up at just the right time. You may have called it coincidence, but chance cannot explain such perfect timing. While you read this, I stay close. Yes, questions remain. Fear still lingers. The tension between despair and hope. Is the ache for something real, for someone steady? I am that steadiness. You weren't designed to weather the valleys alone. When fog surrounds you, remember, I offer refuge stronger than anything that threatens. My nearness is no fleeting comfort. It endures. Even when failure stings or shame rises, I am already beside you, offering a new beginning. No wound runs too deep. No past too tangled. Yes, I work within consequences, but also beyond them. Scars may stay visible, but they can become marks of survival, not shame. Every day is an open gate. Imagine your heart as a worn vessel on rough water. Winds howl, waves strike, yet my voice rises through the gale. Follow it, and the storm will lose its power to define you. It may rage, but it can no longer name you. In everyday burdens, thin wallets, tense homes, heavy diagnoses, even a breath of help me reaches me. And though my response may differ from your plans, it will meet your true need. Bring your pain into honest conversation. You don't need polished words. Trust grows best in rawness. Soon, you'll look back and see how provision, expected or not, met you exactly where you stood. Let these words sink deep, like rain into thirsting earth. You are being readied for days when faith, hope, and inner peace will carry you where chaos once ruled. Patience is part of your shaping. I'm never late, but I do move with purpose. You've been given a calling, perfectly shaped to your soul. Celebrate my nearness. Walk beside me. Strength will grow, quiet and steady. You are more cherished than you realize, and your voice matters. Your words, your courage, your steady presence. They ripple far beyond what you see. Let every breath remind you. I crafted stars, but I also know your every heartbeat. Rest now in my unwavering promise. Let these words become your courage. Mark the milestones, small, yes, but sacred. A deep breath after panic. A belly laugh at the table. The bravery to ask for help. These are not small things. They are victories. Let peace settle in you. Let confidence rise, not in a blaze, but like steady light before dawn. A fortress for your spirit. Strong walls endure. You can lean into my constancy and find rest. Though the winds may howl, they cannot penetrate the shelter I offer. Here, the fires of adversity lose their sting. Plans once journeyed for weeks, sandals worn thin, children in tow, driven by faith that the stronghold would hold. My welcome is just as unwavering now. Let that truth settle deep into your bones. When another gust rattles the shutters of your mind, recall, the gate still stands open. You do not need credentials to enter. I ask only presence, not perfection. They once carried woven blankets, earthen jars, and dreams too sacred to speak aloud. Likewise, bring your worries here, your ambitions, your relationships, even those fragile hopes you barely acknowledge. Within these walls, you will find more than refuge. You will find companionship that calms your heart and quiets anxiety. This vision is not folklore. It is for you now. When ancient poets called me refuge, they described a reality that does not fade. Safety does not eliminate hardship, but reframes it. Within sturdy walls, you can rebuild, plan, and look outward with clarity. Courage does not grow by pretending pain away. It grows by facing it together. You may think your questions are too sharp, your doubts too loud. Bring them anyway. I welcome honest dialogue, not rehearsed speeches. Our conversations make space for laughter, frustration, and silence alike. Let your curiosity walk beside me. Understanding does not crash in like thunder. It unfolds like sunrise, slow and sure. That's how friendship is built, step by steady step. Bring your joy too, the quiet victories, the moments you wish someone noticed. I rejoice with you there. And joy, when shared, grows stronger. The shelter I provide is not bricks and timber. It is soul-deep stability, a solid ground beneath your feet, even when the earth trembles. You may never cross literal deserts, but your road can still feel blistering and barren. When you need refuge, picture a strength that holds while everything else gives way. Long ago, stone walls meant survival. Today, resting in me means living without fear. When the pace quickens and pressures mount, my promise remains. If you feel trapped, hear this. I am your sanctuary, a stronghold no storm can undo. My door's never close to you. However loud life becomes, my essence stays steady. Within, you will find a still center, a calm heart, free from noise and hurry. Think of a lighthouse, unshaken by years of storms, not showy, just constant. So I remain, a fixed point for the disoriented. You need no appointment, no pretense. Just remember, the gate is open. You might ask how I speak with such confidence about your safety. Let me tell you why. My care is not fleeting emotion. It is foundational, woven into the bedrock of my being. It does not crumble under pressure or waver with your mood. Like a river flowing downhill, my faithfulness is unforced, unwavering. First-hand clarity takes root beneath the surface, roots deep and unseen, yet vital. They brace you when the surface storms rage. What remains isn't a stiff recollection, but lived discernment, measured responses replacing unbalanced reflexes. Over time, you'll see panic dissolve into perspective, like fog burning off at sunrise. That's the sign, the roots are gripping. Surround yourself with those who also lift their eyes toward me. Shared strength creates a shield against isolation. When one forgets hope, another remembers it. This shared cadence blocks despair, especially in the prolonged darkness. Several times a day, pause. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself within indestructible walls. Hear the gate close, not as confinement, but as protection. Feel your shoulders ease. As safety seeps from thought into body. Practice daily. This simple act rewires your reaction, from chaos to calm. Soon, a quiet steadiness begins to underlie your every task. A rhythm like a steady drumbeat. Bring your fears and fractures into our conversation. I don't trade in shame. I extend anchoring grace. As you learn to turn toward me naturally, the frantic becomes focused, panic replaced by prayer. A small shift with monumental impact. Eventually, this posture embeds itself in your instincts. The moment pressure rises, you'll turn my way. Storms still come, but their ability to unseat you weakens. Inside this sanctuary, peace holds like a ship moored deep, waves slapping the sides, but never toppling the vessel. This kind of peace isn't evasion. It's a redefinition of how to face hardship. The gate to this way of living never locks. Enter again and again. Let these words take root until your inner monologue speaks with new fluency. Old grooves of fear will resist, but patient practice carves new channels, where tranquility can flow. Keep choosing. One day, the quiet will feel like home. Those who settle in this sacred nearness, live under my shade, not darkness, but sheltering cover, cooling the soul even in relentless heat. Return often, as thirst drives you to water. That is how you stay alive to your purpose. Picture a weary traveler resting beneath a vast oak at high noon. Unseen by passers-by, that pause revives the soul. So does my protection, tangible, unspoken, steady. Trust is the hinge on which this gate swings. I watch like a vigilant guard, surveying distant ridgelines, spotting danger before it breaches your peace. Even as you sleep, I stay alert. Your safety doesn't rest on your stamina. This understanding frees your mind, no longer divided by hypervigilance. You live the day with focused presence. My shelter is now, not a concept, not a delay. Let that reshape your mindset. Inside these walls, you have a permanent home. Knowing where you belong changes how you travel. You move like a resident returning, not a wanderer questioning welcome. That confidence will echo in your choices, your voice, your calm in chaos. When burdens crush and the war within exhausts you, pause. Remind your soul, the fortress still stands. The door is still open. You never need to earn admission, only to accept it. Exhale the breath you didn't know you were holding, and come inside. Even a minute of intentional rest can reset an entire day. Over weeks, that moment compounds into a sustainable rhythm. Inside this haven, Stillness falls like soft snow, blanketing even the loudest storm. I don't promise escape from all hardship, but I do promise hardship will never define you. There's a boundary it cannot breach, and that line is my unwavering devotion to your good. That truth lays a foundation beneath your feet. You may stumble, but hopelessness won't swallow you. The net beneath is my promise. Even when lies hiss, you're alone. My voice cuts through, calm and constant, even when the road darkens. I offer just enough light for the next step. Presence in pain is not absence of love. It's proof of it. Understand that, and despair loses its bite. With clarity comes vision. Hidden options emerge. Threats were many disguises. A downturn, a diagnosis, a distant ache of loneliness. Each one is answered, its authority dismantled. Let that verdict rest deep in your bones. Your future is secure. You can now take action, not out of panic, but grounded hope. The ancient words aren't relics. They're declarations that the impossible can flex and fold. Let those truths breathe into you until hope rises taller than fear. Courage doesn't erase risk. It right-sizes it. It grows hope until risk no longer dominates the skyline. Build your inner library with these accounts. So when uncertainty screams, you can reply with history. In time, instinct will compare current trials to past deliverance. And you'll remember, transformation is always in motion. Unseen allies move in your favor, while galaxies spin. Not even a forgotten receipt escapes my care. That awareness shifts vague anxiety into concrete trust. You don't have to trace every thread. Just live awake, grateful, attuned, aware that you are surrounded by invisible grace. That realization turns every step sacred. And if you stumble, I will steady you. When you weaken, I lift. When you're surrounded, I shield. Your role? Notice, agree, continue. Progress, even by inches, still moves the soul forward. Honor each small gain. Gratitude fuels momentum far more powerfully than pressure ever could. Over time, these inches become miles. Quiet, resolute miles walked in unseen grace. Care is not forced. It waits, like a lantern on a porch in the rain. Imagine a drenched traveler catching sight of that porch just steps away. The storm rages on, yes, but stepping under cover removes the rain from your skin. And that is the difference that matters. Storms may remain, but now you remain untouched. Step in. Pride, shame, doubt. They'll whisper reasons to stay exposed. Ignore them. One honest plea is enough. Protection isn't earned. It's received, and its arrival is immediate, even if the skies remain dark. You're not fighting for safety. You're resting in it. Remember what's already been done. Small stones drop giants. Mouths of wild beasts were shut. Seas split and dry ground appeared. These moments weren't mythical, they were monumental. They echo still, shaping today's fears into manageable silhouettes. Perspective doesn't erase difficulty. It repositions it. Those ancient victories aren't just history. They're blueprints for now. Invite me into this page of your story, and you'll see your fears shrink, your road clear, and your witness expand. This is how personal peace becomes communal courage. Your calm amid chaos speaks louder than explanations, and hearts begin to listen. What began as internal rescue becomes external invitation. Storms may shift the landscape, but I remain the unshifting ground beneath your feet. You are never abandoned, never exposed. Hold tightly, and no wave will sweep you away. Resilience isn't bravado. It's the natural result of resting in what cannot be shaken. From that place of peace, you can build, create, contribute, even while the wind howls. Purpose grows where fear no longer reigns. Walk in the light I offer, and the darkness loses jurisdiction over your hope. This covenant doesn't expire. It is renewed every morning and reinforced with every small act of trust. A single flame lights a cavern. Likewise, one flicker of remembrance realigns a confused mind. Protect that ember. Attention is the shield, and you will always find your way back to center. Your life is one page in a sweeping epic of faithfulness. Stay close, and your story will join the chorus of countless others. Proof that refuge is not poetic metaphor, but lived truth. Future readers, your children, your friends, strangers yet to come, will draw courage from your steadiness, just as you're drawing now from those who went before. This is how comfort flows forward, a quiet current rippling beyond the edge of time. Let me walk you through the legacies of ordinary people, facing insurmountable odds with unwavering trust. Their roads glowed with persistence, their outcomes surprising. Situations varied, but support did not. The diversity of their trials speaks of freedom. The consistency of their rescue speaks of reliability. Together, they reveal hope, not distant, but embedded in daily life. Take their stories seriously. A thread runs through each. I was there, in wide-open fields, in restless nights, in final breaths, in fresh beginnings. Wherever trust was extended, peace followed. This is no superstition. It's verified experience, recorded in soil and skin, across centuries and cultures. So when your present storm tells you it's unique, remember, it's only unfamiliar, not unconquerable. Let this truth settle deep. The world may roar, but my voice still whispers steady. Circumstances may lurch, but my promise holds fast. Return to center often, as instinctively as lungs draw breath. Let this turning become reflex, a rhythm that nourishes your interior world. Repetition here isn't redundancy, it's reinforcement. Each return strengthens the cord. Each pause stretches your capacity for peace. Stay tethered. No gust will uproot you. Rest in my shadow, and fear will lose its power to define you. Walk in the unwavering light I provide. Hope will keep rising. These aren't slogans. They are field notes. From the terrain of grace. Keep choosing this way, and the description will become your daily experience. Day by day, season by season, year by year. One day, you'll glance back and see a pattern, threaded resilience, woven through weariness and wonder. When the night lengthens and your questions rise like mist, anchor yourself in these quiet certainties. The gate still stands. The shelter hasn't moved. And I, your welcomer, have not grown weary. Let that memory still your breath. Slow your spiraling thoughts. Free your hands for the next faithful, unglamorous step. Each small act of return carves a path so deep that even sudden storms cannot shake you from it. That deep groove of trust will become your hidden strength, your unbreakable advantage. Amen.